Tonight, events in the Middle East spiraling out of control. An airstrike at a hospital in Gaza has left hundreds dead, but it's not what it seems. Hamas claims Israel struck the hospital. Israel denies it. They say a faulty Hamas rocket fired from Gaza hit their own hospital.
Number one, Israel does not target places like hospitals. They're not a target for us, and we wouldn't have deliberately hit a hospital. Number two, we know that at the time of this tragedy, that Hamas was firing a barrage of rockets at Tel Aviv and the center of the country.
The IDF has just released surveillance footage showing a rocket launched towards Israel, igniting mid-flight, and then propelling directly down into Gaza. There that is right there. The surveillance camera timestamp also directly corresponds to the moment the hospital was struck. The IDF also reportedly have recorded a conversation among jihadists that links them to the misfire. This is incontrovertible evidence that Hamas has orchestrated a global disinformation campaign to thwart the Israeli ground operation before it begins. Hamas has a history of blaming Israel for self-inflicted rocket accidents. And as we've been reporting, Hamas rockets are built in garages, jerry-rigged from water pipes, and 20% miss their target. But the information war is critical to Israel's enemies. These enemies don't have open societies, so lies are highly effective. Iran is now warning Israel that an axis of Muslim resistance forces could be coming together to retaliate. And just breaking, European embassies are under assault. Islamists have planted a Palestinian flag into an embassy compound in Lebanon, and tear gas has been deployed against a growing mob. This is almost 40 years to the day when a suicide bomber drove a truck packed with explosives into our Marine barracks in Beirut, killing 241 American service members. Embassies all over the region are under attack. The Israeli embassy in Turkey is being surrounded and peppered with fireworks. Jordan is also seeing Islamic protests swarm the Israeli embassy. And meanwhile, a second front appears to be opening up in the northern Israel. Hezbollah was just caught planting explosives alongside the Israeli border. The terrorists could be laying the groundwork for a full-scale invasion. Israel so far has neutralized incursions into their northern flank. But for the past 72 hours, Hezbollah has been exchanging heavy artillery fire with the IDF. Intelligence sources tell Primetime that this new northern front is slowing down Israel's ground assault in the south. Intelligence indicates Hezbollah is timing their northern campaign to coincide with Israel's ground operations in Gaza, stretching the IDF thin and complicating their mission. The longer Israel delays its ground invasion of Gaza, the more dangerous it gets. Hamas has begun striking key Israeli cities with a blizzard of missiles. The Iron Dome is currently blocking missiles descending into the capital of Tel Aviv, where President Biden is set to visit tomorrow. The Iron Dome is being tested. The war appears to be opened on two fronts, and Iran is mobilizing the entire Islamic world as embassies are under attack. A new report says the Biden administration is discussing military options to protect Israel if the situation continues to escalate. The Pentagon has already activated 2,000 U.S. service members who are ready to deploy when ordered. General Michael Kurilla, head of U.S. Central Command, has just arrived in Israel to coordinate operations. 2 aircraft carrier strike groups are in the Mediterranean, the USS Eisenhower and the USS Ford, in a big show of force. Right now, the U.S. has around 36 military bases throughout the Middle East, and about 600 soldiers conducting counterterror operations. Israel has asked the United States to not send soldiers onto their soil. And so far, Israel has been highly effective from the air. Just overnight, 200 Hamas terror cells were wiped out, including a Hamas headquarters where a top Hamas commander and hostage negotiator were eliminated. Israel's top leadership target, the Butcher, the top Hamas warlord, who earned his name from conducting medieval torture tactics against captured Israelis. After spending 22 years in an Israeli jail, the Butcher was later released in a prison swap, and he's dedicated to his life to vengeance. But the Butcher is suspected to be lodged deep into the Hamas tunnel system, a nasty and treacherous subterranean battlefield that will require extreme tenacity. Israel will have to act quick and take a page out of Egypt's playbook. An alternative to sending tunnel rats to conduct hand-to-hand combat, knife fights, and blind shootouts would be flooding Gaza's terror tunnels, releasing thousands of gallons of seawater and sewage water into the tunnel system has been shown to work in the past. Back in 2015 and 2018, when Hamas was caught smuggling weapons through their border, Egypt flooded their tunnels full. 37 Hamas tunnels were taken out of commission. Unleashing the floodgates into Hamas's dark holes may be the best option to finish this war efficiently.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.